Is the NFL MVP on the Vikings? All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I'm One Bar with the dancing Lupagus, and we're talking MVP. It's MVP season. So is the MVP on the Vikings roster right now? That's what we're talking about.
Very well could be. We will definitely touch that. Before we do, once you touch this, the subscribe button, we're so close to 8,400 subscribers. You know, I really thought we would have hit it by now. I'm a little disappointed, but there's still time to make Lupagus happy. Subscribe.
All we want to do is make Lupagus happy. Let's have a big old smile on his face when he gets home from work later. Smiling away, just like a potential Viking MVP. So this comes down to two guys, Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson. That's what we're talking about, right?
It does. And I think you can make a very strong case for both these guys. And I'm not sure if you had to pick one, like, you know, when the Oscars, like studios submit the movie to go to the Oscars, like who would you submit to be the MVP for the Vikings to the NFL?
Okay. NFL MVP to submit it. I mean, you got to go. Kirk Cousins has been fantastic, but you can't not submit Justin Jefferson's name.
This is where I struggle because I think what makes the MVP? Like, are they the player you have to get here? You can say that's about Justin Jefferson. If they don't have Justin Jefferson on this team, do they have 12 wins? Absolutely not. No way in hell. But look at Kirk Cousins. If they don't have Kirk Cousins on this team, do they have 12 wins? Absolutely not. So right there, it's a tie.
Well, yeah, but you can do that with any MVP candidate.
But I mean, to have these two on the same team. So this is where I'm trying to figure out which one would I actually go with. The other thing, making amazing plays that go over the top, above and beyond. Justin Jefferson does this just about every single week. But then you look at what Kirk Cousins does, staying in the pocket, taking those hits, and then perfectly placing the ball right where it needs to be. Again, it goes both ways here.
Well, who are you submitting?
I'm talking it through first. I was hoping to have some back and forth banter here with you. You're just sitting there not saying anything.
I'm already in. I submitted Justin Jefferson.
Well, again, I mean, and the other thing, the case against Justin Jefferson is there's ever been a wide receiver to be MVP. You go back and look, it's pretty much quarterbacks in the NFL. I think Adrian Peterson had it there, was the most recent non-quarterback. So that's against him. But if I had to submit one person to be the MVP of this team, I think it has to be Justin Jefferson. It has to be.
He leads the league in receiving yards. He leads the league in receptions. I mean, he needs 27 receptions to break Michael Thomas's all-time record. He needs 209 yards to break Calvin Johnson's record. And don't forget, he got 184 yards against the Packers in week 1. So Justin Jefferson's the clear cut. When you put Cousins into it, if you were to submit Cousins, he's going against quarterbacks that are much better than him, stat-wise. And you ask what makes an MVP? Well, when you look at all the previous MVPs, it's stats and wins. So he's going against Joe Burrow. He's going against Patrick Mahomes. Going against Josh Allen, all who have the same amount of wins, way better stats.
Yeah, but again, another thing that they can sway this thing, if they do get to the Super Bowl, they always factor that into. So that's definitely something the NFL likes to look at. How good are these teams? How far are they going to go? So, yeah, I mean, it would probably be the quarterback because that's just what the NFL would like. But Justin Jefferson is the MVP of this team. If you got to put one guy to go there and have your best shot, it's got to be him.
No wide receiver has ever won it. You already said it. Rice, no. Moss, no. Chris Carter, no. Calvin Johnson, when he broke the record, he was barely even the top 5 for voting. Justin Jefferson is not getting the love he deserves. He will not win MVP, but damn it, he should.
But you know what? This is the Vikings' biggest comeback in NFL history. Why not add first wide receiver to win an NFL MVP to that list too?
It makes sense. And also Kirk Cousins, we're selling him short. He's got 8 fourth quarter comebacks this year.
Yeah,
that's insane. That's a record.
So it's a record-breaking year. Things need to be the first. There's always the first something. So, I mean, if someone's going to be the first 8,400 subscriber, I can't wait for that. It'll make me smile. And maybe Justin Jefferson will be that first wide receiver to be MVP.
Well, if he breaks Calvin Johnson's and Michael Thomas's record in the same year, that's when it's going to start to be the real conversation, which is totally possible. The reception thing is going to be tough. The yards he's going to get.
How great is it to have two guys worthy of the conversation right now?
Love it. Johnny Munt was a pube away from being in this discussion as well. Hell of a ball player.
He is. He really is. So let us know what you think. Is it Jefferson? Is it Cousins? You have somebody else who should be the MVP and is the MVP on the Vikings roster. Before we look at those, remember this. Microwaving food doesn't destroy its nutrients and is actually one of the most nutritionally sound food preparation methods. Microwave away.